Hi guys, today I'm going to make a little mini book called a zine, so let's get started. I'm using a piece of construction paper that's the size of a printer paper, so like an 8 by 11. We're just going to fold that in half, and then fold that in half again, and then unfold it to see these 4 little squares. Then we're going to fold both edges towards the middle like this. Then we're gonna unfold. When you unfold, you should have 8 little rectangles, and I'm just counting to make sure I do too. Then we're gonna fold on the middle line again, and we're gonna cut on the fold, not on the flap. And we're gonna cut to the center line, no past. And then we unfold and fold in half again, and you get this little diamond, and you're just gonna push it together. And then fold, and you've got this cool little book called a zine. This is a super cool DIY, and I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, so I'm gonna have to sit on that one, but I decided to number my pages so that when it's unfolded, I know which one's which, makes it a lot easier. But to get some ideas, I decided it's time for a coffee break, so enjoy that. Alright, now that I'm back, I actually have a pretty good idea of what I want to do with this zine, and I'm sure you guys are super curious what I'm gonna do, so here's a little sneak peek. Are you getting it? Huh? No? Okay. Well, with my zine, I want to make a book, a little mini book of my original characters. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Alex in here first, which if you don't know who that is, you should watch my last video where I show her off and I watercolor her, and you can see a bit of my process. So I'm basically gonna put the characters in with their backstory and what I consider them to be their classic outfits. It's gonna be really fun, so I can't wait for you guys to see how this turns out. Alright, and for the next character, we're gonna be doing this one. She probably doesn't look familiar because I haven't really shown her off. I really created her just so I could put her in 70s like fashion. She's not supposed to be actually from the 70s. She's supposed to be a 21st century girl who enjoys 70s fashion. If that's complicated, I'm really sorry. And she doesn't have a name either, so is she really an original character? Not quite sure. But I was having some difficult times with this torso, as you can see right here, but we got that eventually fixed up. And she didn't have a name either, so I kind of just googled common 70s name and Jennifer popped up. And I thought that's a really pretty name, so I gave her the name Jennifer. Moving right along, my next character is another one you guys probably won't recognize too much. I do kind of show her a little bit more on Instagram, so you guys should go follow me on there. And if you guys are liking this video so far, you should like, comment, share, and subscribe because that would mean the world to me. But back to Cleo, she is a beautiful girl and she is very tropical. I feel like Cleo lives somewhere sunny like California, but she really likes the more tropical vibe, so I feel like she wants to move to somewhere with like Hawaii. I also feel like she wants to own a little like ice cream shop or something really cute like that, you know? And don't worry you guys, I am going back and adding details. I'm not gonna leave them looking like these block Roblox characters. I am actually going back and adding eyes and hair and all that good stuff so that they look actually like their characters in my sketchbook. Quickly, you'll see a glimpse of how they're turning out so far with the details on their face. Now you might be curious about this 4th one. You see her name up there is Sydney. And only my original fans will know that I started this YouTube channel with one original character that I wanted to make, and she had like a safari like backstory, and she's trapped on a safari basically, and I decided let's bring her back a little bit, but let's redesign her. She didn't have originally curly hair to what I remembered, and she had black hair. I changed that a bit. She now has curly brown hair, and her outfit is a bit updated. You'll see that later too. But yeah, I decided to bring her because she was my first original character, because I'd never made one before. I would tell you guys to watch that video, but it's not the best, so I'd rather you guys skip it. And here's a really quick overview of how they're turning out so far. Most of the face details are done, and the hair is done too, besides shading details, which I'm about to add right now. I also reformed the bodies a bit because they were very blocky, and they still are, because I don't want to go too in depth when I'm gonna, slap clothes on it. So yeah. So now I'm just going in and adding Alex's signature black leather jacket. When I think of Alex, I think of her black leather jacket, so of course this is going to be her signature look for my original character, Zine. It's one of my favorite things I put her in, and she's actually my favorite, probably OC, especially in this book, so yeah. And if you guys are curious, for the medium I'm going to be using to color this in, I'm going to try watercolor. This is not watercolor paper, but I really don't care. I just want to do at least a thin layer of watercolor. Maybe I'll go back with colored pencils, just because it's easier that way. And moving on next, we're going to Jennifer. Jennifer, it was hard to decide which outfit I wanted to put her in, since the whole reason I drew her in the first place was just to draw 70s fashion, but I decided to put her in this flowy dress. It's actually the first design I made of her, so I figured it'd be best. Plus Alex and Cleo are gonna both be wearing jeans, so she probably shouldn't be wearing jeans because that's a lot of denim, I don't know. So yeah, I put her in a long flowy dress, and it has a flowery pattern to it too, so that was really fun. Moving on to Cleo, she has her signature little flower here, very tropical, and she is again in a warmer area, so she wears a tube top. And this is more of a bathing suit cover, because you'll see in a second here, but she's gonna have a bright bathing suit straps peeking out of this, because she's about to go swimming maybe, or surfing, who knows, so that's her fit. And then I also gave her a light wash pair of jeans. Next, for Sydney's design, I really didn't know what outfit to put her in, and I actually ended up putting her in a top that I bought at American Eagle this weekend, because that's the only other different kind of top I could really think of. And I didn't want to give her jeans because I already have two characters in jeans for their iconic outfits, so I gave her leggings, and it didn't turn out amazing. I definitely like the top. I could have been more creative with what she was wearing on bottom. She could have had denim shorts. It could have been cute, but yeah, the leggings turned out fine too though, so yeah. So now here's a quick overview of everybody in their outfits without any details or any coloring or anything like that. All the shading, hair, everything else is done, so we are quickly moving on to a base layer of watercolor. Usually I start off with skin tones, but I just decided to jump right into the black because I was really excited about Alex's leather jacket and her hair too, so yeah, I actually did that first and then did the skin color. But as you can see here, it's really not, this type of paper is not meant for watercolor at all, but it was still fun to do, okay? So and her black hair as well. Sometimes it's kind of hard to distinguish between her black hair and her leather jacket, but again, she is my favorite out of all of these. So, and I just realized you guys saw her being watercolored last week, so this is kind of funny that we're watercoloring her again this week. But you guys seem to really like that video. It was like my first video, I think, that like within a week it got 100 views, which is kind of crazy for a main channel video for me, so thank you guys so much. And if you guys ever have any video ideas for me that you want me to do, definitely leave them down below in the comment section, because I will try my best to do it either in a short or a main channel video. And now I'm moving on to the skin tone, which I just use burnt sienna because that's the only brown I have, and it seems to do the job, so I'm just going in with that in the jean holes and the rest of the skin. Okay, so next I'm mixing a blue color for the jeans. Like I've said before, I have two characters with jeans on currently, and I want Cleo's to be like a white wash, and I want Alex's to be like a darker wash, so that's what I'm doing. I'm also going to make Cleo's tube top still white, so I didn't really mess with that too much, and that's what this little thin layer is looking like. And I'm gonna fold it up back into the book. I am gonna go back in and fill it out when I get more characters, and also fill in their storylines in there too. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye!